Night falls like a giant velvet curtain, slowly descending upon the concrete jungle. When the last ray of the setting sun is completely swallowed by the neon lights, the other side of the city truly awakens. This is no longer the tedious workplace filled with the clatter of keyboards and coffee cups, but a crazy playground dominated by alcohol, music, and hormones. Weekend nights are forever a carnival for the dressed, up young souls. Look at those girls darting through the streets and alleys. The carefully chosen backless dresses, tight miniskirts, and dazzling sequins are their strongest weapons for comedy. High heels click against the smooth sidewalk, producing a crisp, rapid rhythm, as if counting down to this nocturnal party. They walk down the street in small groups, their makeup exquisitely done, their eyes glinting with uncontrollable excitement and anticipation. The air is filled with a unique blend of cheap perfume, strong alcohol, and car exhaust, a psychedelic scent that belongs solely to the night. On this famous bar street, long lines had already formed outside countless clubs with glowing signs. Security guards, wearing striking yellow reflective vests, coldly and critically scrutinize every person eager to enter. Under the flickering pink flamingo neon lights, besties tightly link arms, as if only this way can they find a trace of security. This is a silent contest of unspoken understanding where everyone wants to be the brightest highlight of the night, unwilling to fade into the shadows in front of anyone. Deafening electronic dance music seeps through the crack of the half-open door, carrying a heavy bass, teasing every restless heart inside. However, liveliness is always accompanied by loneliness like a shadow. In the dim corners of the street where the light cannot fully reach, someone is frowning anxiously and making a phone call. Maybe they are looking for a lost friend, or perhaps trying to find a shoulder to lean on in this hazy night. Just a few steps away, a deafening roar of a luxury car suddenly pierced through the noise, and a purple sports car glided past like a ghost. It instantly caught the attention of everyone on the street, with gasps of amazement rising one after another. Money and desire intertwine here into a bizarre and dazzling tapestry, laid bare before the eyes of every passerby. True revelry has never been confined to dim, crowded dance floors. It has long spread like vines through the midnight streets. After a few glasses of hard liquor, all the usual restraint and pretense are thrown to the The girls sang loudly by the roadside with unknown tunes, freely pouring out their restless, youthful vitality. For them, an elusive tomorrow is always too far away. Only the tangible joy of the present is the only thing worth holding on to. Someone is laughing and playing with their partner in a spacious square, not caring about the gazes of others, enjoying the indulgence and romance unique to the night. Some people, unable to hold their liquor squad, unapologetically by the roadside, tipsy and slightly drunk, pouring out their daytime secrets, those troubles they can never voice in the light of day, to a stranger who wanders by.
Can you help the homeless man, please, ladies and gentlemen?
This city is so wonderfully tolerant, embracing all wild deeds and lonely figures, dissolving them completely into the deep, boundless night. At the far end of the group, a large group of girls in uniform pink, short skirts swept through the square like a pink whirlwind. They screamed and cheered excitedly. It was clearly a long-planned bachelorette party. The girl at the very front of the group was even wearing a pristine white bridal veil, which looked particularly jarring against the garish neon-lit nightlife backdrop, yet teamed with intense dramatic effect. They will use the most flamboyant and passionate way to bid a grand farewell to the days of being single. Unknowingly, the hour hand had already quietly slid past midnight. At the bustling intersection, traffic still flows like weaving silk and black taxis with their vacancy signs, flashing to form a long queue. Other Takashi drivers smoke as they helplessly wait for their next ferry, not knowing where it will take them. They wobbled unsteadily in their slender legs. A gust of cold wind blew past them, making them shiver. They tightened their thin boots instinctively, trying to hold on to the last trace of body warmth. Even someone simply leans at a roadside traffic sign, struggling to adjust a pair of shoes that has been torturing them all night. Traces of the teeth that quietly crept to the person, but the smiles of the person in their mouths had not The Cinderellas of this city have no intention of taking off their glass slippers and going home immediately after the clock strikes. They gathered in a circle under the dim streetlights, chattering away as they replayed all the adventures and romantic comedies from tonight's dance floor. Perhaps they simply don't want it to end so soon. Don't want to face the mundane and trivial real world when they wake up tomorrow morning. On this dazzling, bizarre street, behind every door flickering with neon lights, an unknown, wondrous encounter may be waiting. Every accidental eye contact could ignite dangerous and captivating sparks. On this night, without rules, only rhythm, the one iron law is to burn yourself out completely. Even if you wake up tomorrow with smudged makeup and a splitting headache, even if you have to put on your rigid work armor once again, they will still eagerly anticipate the next round of revelry when night falls again. Because this is the truest, most unvarnished, and most vivid undertone of life for urban night wanderers. Neon lights keep flashing. Music never stops. The night of this city has just reached its climax.